Take a minute
and
and
think
about
about
the
the
food
food
you
you
ate
ate
today.
today.
Now, think
Think
about
about
the
the
food
food
you
you
expect
expect
a
a
deer
deer
or
or
an
an
eagle
eagle
to
to
eat
eat
during the
during the
day.
day.
What do you
What do you
think
think
these
these
diets have
diets
in
have in
common?
common?
Although there
Although
is a
there is a
great
great
deal of
deal of
diversity
diversity
in what
in
these
what these
animals are
animals are
consuming,
consuming,
the
the
major
major
thing they
thing
all
they all
have in
have in
common
common
is the
is the
origin
origin
of the
of
food
the food
material.
material.
The sun is
Is the
the
source
source
of
of
all
all
energy on Earth,
and
and
plants
plants are the mechanisms that take that energy and convert it to a usable form for other organisms. Plants use a process known as photosynthesis to combine carbon dioxide, water, inorganic salt, and energy from sunlight to create complex organic molecules such as sugars. These sugars are then passed to other species when the plant is consumed, and the energy moves through the food web as organisms are consumed by others. The plants that conduct photosynthesis are known as autotrophic because they produce their own food. These types of plants are also referred to as primary producers because the food they create is the main source of energy that is consumed by other organisms. Primary production is the term used to describe the amount of new organic material or biomass created by the primary producers in an ecosystem. It is important to understand primary production and the amount of organic materials produced because all organisms, including humans, rely on this material that plants produce to survive. Primary production is dependent on many environmental factors, such as water, temperature, nutrients, and sunlight. Since these factors vary in availability throughout the globe, the level of primary production also varies by location or biome. Biomes are large terrestrial or aquatic regions on Earth that are characterized by a unique climate and community of plants and animals, due to the fact that the descriptions of biomes are changing and new biomes are being identified. The number of different biomes on Earth is not a set number. For this lesson, we will discuss 14 different biomes and how they relate to primary productivity. The aquatic biomes discussed will include the open ocean, coral reefs, estuaries, lakes and streams, and swamps and marshes. The terrestrial biomes will be divided into 4 different types, including tropical, temperate, polar, and desert. The tropical biomes include tropical rainforests, tropical seasonal forests, and tropical savannas. The temperate biomes include temperate deciduous forests, temperate evergreen forests, and temperate grasslands. The polar biomes include boreal forests and the tundra, while the desert biome does not have any subdivisions. There are many biomes on Earth that have high levels of primary productivity. These highly productive areas have an average annual net primary production of over 1,000 grams per square meter per year. The aquatic biome with the highest level of primary productivity is the coral reef biome, with around 2,500 grams of biomass per square meter per year. The biomes that include swamps and marshes and the estuary biome are the other aquatic biomes that have high levels of primary productivity. These biomes have higher levels of primary productivity than other aquatic biomes because in these regions there is an increase in nutrient availability. As you might expect, the terrestrial biome with the highest level of primary productivity is the tropical rainforest biome, with around 2,200 grams of biomass per square meter per year. The tropical seasonal forests also fall in the range of having high primary productivity. These tropical biomes can produce large amounts of biomass due to the high temperatures, large amounts of rainfall, and long daylight hours. There are also 2 temperate biomes that have high levels of primary productivity: the temperate evergreen forest biome and the temperate deciduous forest biome. Although these biomes produce a large amount of biodiversity, they are limited by colder winters and less rainfall. Biomes that are considered moderate in their primary productivity produce between 500 and 1,000 grams of biomass per square meter per year. All 3 biomes in this category are terrestrial and include tropical savannas, boreal forests, and temperate grasslands. These biomes receive less rain than the biomes that produce high levels of primary productivity and are more prone to long periods without water. The biomes that have low levels of primary productivity produce less than 500 grams of biomass per square meter per year and include deserts, the tundra, the open ocean, and the lakes and streams biome. The desert and tundra biomes have low levels of primary productivity 90 and 140 grams per square meter per year, respectively. These low levels are due to the very small amounts of rainfall and extreme temperatures. Although there are plants adapted to live in these biomes, they are slow-growing and do not produce a large amount of biomass. The aquatic biomes with the lowest levels of primary productivity are the open ocean and the lakes and streams. These biomes have low production because of the limited amount of nutrients available. In addition, the open ocean also has low primary productivity because the sunlight is not able to penetrate to deep water, and photosynthesis can only occur in more shallow areas. Now, let's review primary productivity and how it relates to the different biomes on Earth. First, primary productivity is the term used to describe the amount of new organic material or biomass created by the primary producers or autotrophs in an ecosystem. Primary productivity varies a great deal across the different biomes, which are large terrestrial or aquatic regions on Earth, which are characterized by a unique climate and community of plants and animals. Aquatic environments, such as coral reefs, estuaries, swamps and marshes, and terrestrial environments, including tropical rainforests, tropical seasonal forests, temperate evergreen forests, and temperate deciduous forests, have the highest levels of primary productivity. These areas have increased production due to optimal temperatures, increased nutrient availability, and increased daylight hours. Several biomes, including tropical savannas, boreal forests, and temperate grasslands, have moderate levels of primary productivity due to less precipitation and varying temperatures. The biomes with the lowest levels of primary productivity include deserts, the tundra, the open ocean, and the lakes and streams biomes. These biomes include habitats that have extreme temperatures and very limited precipitation, which results in very low production of new biomass. Biomes that produce large amounts of primary production are beneficial to the planet because the plants remove carbon dioxide and create oxygen. These plants also provide humans and other species with a great deal of their food sources. Although it may seem that biomes that have very low levels of primary productivity are not beneficial, they are in fact very important to the planet. These biomes provide habitats for some of the most rare and unique species on Earth. Even though plants are often thought of as being the bottom level of the food web, the amount of organic material they produce is very important because the rest of the organisms on Earth rely on these materials to survive.